Stay seated if you've scored against Premier League legends. Look at this, the goal scorers. Like.
I want to stand up, but I forgot I scored.
Your goal was unbelievable.
Onside too.
It was unbelievable.
Oh, did he score? I thought you were winding him up, or did he actually score?
He scored an unbelievable goal.
I didn't even see you.
The heads were away.
Jason
Jason McAteer had a breakdown when he scored. Do you know?
Was this one of the first couple of goals?
The first goal.
Oh, I do remember.
One each.
I do remember.
I swear to God, he was like a white Terry Henry.
Oh, there was a slow motion video of you doing it, wasn't there?
Yes.
That was real time. There was a big kick. They were going mad over it. That's when I switched to like, man, these cons are taking this serious. I'm here to win. Like.
Yes. They lost.
How'd that go?
They lost the head big time. But the three of us scored, which is the main thing. I don't care what the score is.
I hear definitely it's on the
Listen,
CV.
not a takeaway. We on a selfish note, we've something to take away from it. I mean, we achieved something.
You scored on your hoop. You sort of
falling down.
You were falling down.
Aye.
But you scored, so it doesn't matter.
Goal's a goal. You
But
scored a penalty.
It was unbelievable.
Free one.
Unbelievable.
Next year it has to be better. Like it has to be. Nah, it was.
I've seen a lot of people complaining about it wasn't promoted enough.
Yes.
Aye. Was it? I think.
Sort of try, like, and yeah, we were promoted, but until you do it once, people go, right, I get it. So next year when you do it, they almost like know what it is.
Yeah.
But see, because I do stand up, sometimes I say, some of the people think I'm like, oh, we're playing Premier gigs in Berbatov and Petrov down to Seaview here. People are like, all right, mate. I'm like, no, it's actually happening. But until you do it the first time, people don't know.
You get the big billboards and all going and get us like a full team of us on billboards dressed in the TV. I was actually wearing my Tea With Me t-shirt yesterday. That's a belter. It's the first time I've put that on from the match. Yeah. It was a wee bit sentimental. I was like,
crying.
I just want to play again.
Yeah. I got a medium. I should have got a large. I ain't going into large now, lads.
I got a medium and it fits me like a glove. Like.
Yeah.
And it makes me look like I have big arms. It's lethal because it's tight around here.
It was class. What was the maddest moment of the charity match for you? Like, was there like a particular time where you were marking a player or chatting to somebody after?
I remember, like, I spoke to Rory Hale about this, and I says, at the first 10 minutes I thought it was a joke, and it was all like running around, and then I was like, right, I think it was so surreal when I switched on. I think I told someone to stay close to gigs. I was like, stay in there with gigs. And I went, fuck me, this is wild.
Yeah.
This is wild, because for the first like 5 or 10 minutes I was just running around laughing. And I didn't even know what I was laughing at. It might have been just nerves or like not knowing how serious we're taking it. Then I seen how serious they were taking it. I was like, right, move in there and you stay on gigs. And I was like, fuck me. Yeah, that's weird. That is weird.
When I was running up taking my penalty, it was dead quiet because there wasn't actually that many people there.
Yeah.
So it was like running up to take it and it was just too quiet. And as I was just about to hit it, I just heard a voice. A guy didn't even shout. He just said it, but you could hear him. Some guy went, dickhead. just said it into himself as I was about to hit it. Sippers, this episode of the Tea With Me podcast is sponsored by none other than that prize guy. I'm talking about Ireland's largest prize page, competitions page. Sean McComb, one of the guests on the pods today. Obviously top level boxer. If you watch boxing, if you watch MMA, you'll have seen that prize guy all over it. Thatprizeguy.co.uk. There are prizes for everything from a juggling ferret right up to £1 million. Dan, give me an example of a prize that's on that page right now.
At the end of the month, you can win $500,000 in cash.
Okay, I'd like that. $500,000 in cash, yes. And a ticket for that is probably £1,400.
Right now, it's £1.
£1?
£1.
So I'm getting change out of a £2.
You're getting a pound
coin?
back from a £2
£2 coin?
Yeah.
Do you think inside a £2, do you think a £1 coin is the same size as the
centre bit?
Is it?
Yeah, probably.
I think Dara's left his that.
What? Okay.
I don't know what it is. There's prizes for everything on there. Thatprizeguide.co.uk. I also need to point you in the direction of our Patreon, patreon.com/Tea With Me podcast. There's everything, and I mean everything. Half a decade archive of specials, of pods, of bonus stuff on there, exclusive tickets to gigs, the serial killer podcast I'm doing with Dave Elliott. It's all there. Patreon.com/Tea With Me podcast. But I was more See, doing the stand-up at the after thing we went to.
I remember
doing
seeing
the
that.
stand-up.
You were more nervous for
The
it.
nerve.
Yeah.
I thought you all killed it. It was really good.
But it was to the back of their heads.
I know.
Yeah.
That was weird.
There's like 50 people in the room.
That's
know.
why it was just. That's why I was saying, like, next year it needs to be better. I just mean as the whole, not
Yes.
just a football game. I just mean the whole thing. Like that whole place could have been packed out.
I know you
Like
would.
every
I know.
table could have been taken. The atmosphere. Like
Yeah.
the funniest part was Tommy McCarthy.
Tommy doing all
He
shit
been-
here.
So
He found his calling, didn't
they
he?
were doing the.
By the way, you probably couldn't relax at the thing because you were getting bullied into. He was near
when you're bankrupt.
bidding 50k for a
remember?
ticket to United match,
Yeah.
and Tommy going, "Sure, they're shade anyway." They're like, "Tommy, this is not your job, mate. You're supposed to
No.
make the prizes sound
Remember,
good."
so I bet it whatever it was. I think it was like 800-900 quid, and then Tom or Paul went up to like 2.5 grand. So I
Yes.
goes, "Fuck that, I'm out."
Yeah.
And then we're like, go on. And then he says, "Will you go up to 3.5? You know, Paul, will you pay more?"
Because it was tickets to United match and like a luxury apartment for 5 people or something. But Tommy's job as auctioneer was obviously to make the prizes sound good.
Yeah.
But Tommy just kept going, "United or shite," and in front of United legends and
I
everything.
just had like a United, signed United, topped by Teddy Sheringham. Tommy goes, your man goes, "We'll start the betting at 200. Tommy goes, 200. He fucking played for Spurs. We'll start at 50. And it's over for like 80 quid.
It was going on for ages. He kept going, "I want my pint here. I want to get there my pint."
Oh, it was class. And then you had to go to the airport in like 3 hours or something. That's when I realised I couldn't be an international DJ.
I was
Oh,
out.
fuck
I was
me.
playing the night before as well. I was in Newcastle playing, so I get in for my show at 4 a.m. Probably slept about 5, half 5, and get picked up at 8 to go to the airport. Flew in, quick shower, went down to Seaview, played the match, back home, another shower.
I think the maddest part of it was the shirt you were wearing. That's the
shirt?
maddest part of the day.
What shirt was I wearing?
It was like a Prada shirt
black
with like
Prada.
it looked like you were about to go parachuting,
Oh, the utility
but
shirt.
the parachute wasn't attached.
Ah,
All the belts and all.
It's like an
and
army
everything.
type shirt, isn't it?
he was like Blade Trinity.
Played Holy Trinity. I just remember I was in awe. I was like, where would you get that? Like,
Flannels.
yeah,
He looked well, like.
Nice bit of kit, that.
yeah.
I was thinking of buying a red one too.
You should.
Fuck.
Don't let me. I liked it. I'm not taking the piss out of it.
You can set your own next year. Big red one. You need a badge on saying by Teddy Sheringham. Oh, fuck me. Nah, but I wouldn't have a positive or something like that.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't be able to pull it off. I'm brand new. But nah, it was like people who pull it off, like that, like people need to have a good wee persona about them. Like, cool, you have that. Like,
Yes, you
every-
carry it off.
I couldn't do it. I fuck's again, but like a long case.
I think that's got in your head now. I don't want you worrying. We like
No,
it.
fuck no.
We like it.
This isn't sarcasm. This is legit.
Yeah.
No, I like people who can dress like that, and I just think have a like a way about them.
Yeah.
I'm too smacked out to wear
It's like
something like
I'm
that.
too old to wear it.
You only think out there. See, when you put it on you, you're like, right, I could rock this.
Oh, cool.
Would you lend me it
Aye.
just to try it out?
If you want to, aye.
Yeah.
What
Last
did
time
they
you
show?
were here, while we were laughing, you'd had a face peel or something done.
Yeah.
Remember your face was like,
pure fucking burnt to crisp. It was like laser treatment.
yeah.
It's basically to get like
Wrinkles
laser
out.
treatment, take all the like dead skin off your face and all, but you've like get a layer taken.
And
I
you're
was
just like
pure
me
red.
for a jacket.
I look like fucking Brian Slavin, beetroot, pure red.
Who?
Brian Slavin, he's in turf.
We won't know. You think that's a well-known phrase in Hollywood? You been away, or are you doing a Brian Slavin or what?
Oh, fuck, he's pure red anyway. So,
It doesn't even sound like a real person.
comes about fucking Sandy, he's sitting there, he's going, what the fuck he's
His new Prada shirt's going to be real Brian Slavin about it.
It's not even Brian, it's Brian.
That sounds like a DJ you'd be on the bill with.
Oh, fuck me.
DJ Brian Slavin.
Sounds like a radio DJ.
Oh, but
Tell us
yeah.
more about Brian Slavin.
I was burnt to a crisp anyway, but here,
But is he red?
He's ready. So I think it's from like drinking alcohol. No, like you go like your
Alcohol
blood
poisoning?
pressure goes through the roof,
Right,
and, fuck,
right,
and he just has high blood pressure all the time. So
Shout out, Branson.
we call him beetroot. 'Cause he looks like he's a beetroot.
I got that.
He's bally and he just looks like a beetroot.
But are you still getting all the face work done?
I haven't had it done that. No, what I've done, I got that done, and then I got Botox done from a wedding, and then
And he's slagging me for a jacket.
I'm not slagging you,
What were you getting? What was it? You get a facelift or something?
No, I just got like Botox, like get all the wrinkles. It's dead now. It's way now. Like I was last year,
I
but
can see.
I know, fuck's sake, look, Freddy Krueger's in here, fuck's sake.
Where did you get it in your forehead?
Forehead. No, I just around the forehead and the eyes.
Would you get Botox done?
Don't think so.
You don't need it anyway. You're very young looking.
Thank you.
Who's older do you say?
Me by about 10 years.
Fuck me.
You're older than a Black Mountain, fuck's sake. I'm 32.
I'm 37.
37.
Yeah. No, I don't think
27.
27, a couple weeks here.
I would get the hair done, like, if I
Oh,
needed to.
definitely.
If I needed to, I would
So
get
would
it done.
I. Fuck,
Aye.
no way. Like,
Then another part of me's going, if I get the 40, mate,
Do you
just
even
let
care
it go.
anymore?
Like, just
Aye.
let it go. You know?
I feel
37,
sorry for
40
people.
years, not much yet. What's the difference? Like 40 is only 3 years. Like my RD is 40. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And you go, that's not even old.
Did they go to your fight in Hull there?
I did alright.
Behave himself?
Always.
No, not always. Not always.
I was
Watch old
good.
clips of this podcast.
He was in good form. He got arrested in the airport.
No, he did.
He did.
And this most recent one?
Yep.
After the fight or before it?
After the fight. In fairness, I can actually defend him on this one. He done nothing. He done nothing.
Right.
So he was
Famous
drunk.
Last time it was
words.
you, so we've made progress.
He was drunk in the airport, and
We better brand slaving about it.
we better brand slapping about him. That was it. And
It's
he,
a podcast name, or
we were walking through, and our hostess wasn't going to let him on, so we convinced him to let him on, and then to let him on. I was queuing up to get on the flight, and to walk up the steps, and I had an empty bottle of beer in my ring, my like armpit, because I was carrying stuff. So I took it off D, and then they let him on anyway. But he went straight on the flight and fell asleep. So as I was queuing up, one of the air hostesses goes to me, "Excuse me, why are you trying to bring a bottle of beer on this flight for?" And I was like, I took it off him, so it's empty, there's no bins. And he was like, "Can you step out of the lane, please?" And he pulled me out of the lane. I was like, "Right." But he's like, "Where's your friend?" And I was like, "He's on the flight." And he's like, "He's on flying today." I was like, "What?" He's like, "You're not flying." I says, "Why?" He says, "You're not flying." And I went off. And I had dinner booked
Here
with
we go.
I had dinner booked with Derville. It was my anniversary, my year anniversary for the wedding. And I went, "Mate, you having the fucking laugh here?" He's like, "He's not flying. We're going to get your friend off a flight now." So we went on, pulled D off a flight. When they went and got D, was sleeping, pulled us off. Me and him were allowed to fly, and D was like, "You fucking, I'd love to fucking slap you or something," he says to the air hostess. So the cops came and arrested D and wouldn't let me and him fly. So I started recording him the whole way through the airport, like being aggressively fucking towards, like, just aggressive towards D for no reason. And then one of the cops were like following me, like trying to block me from recording Emmons, pulling the air to the airport. But I was slagging him, calling him beefcake and fucking turbo because he was out of breath. Completely out of breath, just trying to like shadow in front of me. And I was like, "Will you move, fatso?" Turbo. And I just kept slagging him the way through the airport. And he's like, "Move." They got right out the airport and they were putting me in the back of a van. They were like, "If you don't move, you're going to get arrested too." I says, "I don't care, arrest me if you want, because I'm with him, fatso." And he's like, "Right, okay." And he just went, "You put your phone in your pocket." I put my phone in my pocket and he just put handcuffs on me. And I went with the airport, or till the barracks in Wakefield. And then it says
Every time.
so every time, honestly.
public nuisance.
Once
He
they,
literally has to live up to his nickname.
so they brought
I
us to the
started to
airport.
think
Now
he did it on
see when we went into the barracks in Wakefield. They says that they will interview you when you sober up. So we waited there for like 2 hours. I just lay in this wee cell, like there's a shared cell where all people sitting in it. We're just all police officers standing around. And there's just this lunatic woman just non-stop talking, "You fucking man," like just shouting at the police, like just giving abuse till till the police. And I was like, oh, fuck, it's going to be a long few hours, like. And then the guy was saying, me just kept shooting, will you shut up, yeah, fuck. And he was going mad. She's told me I didn't tell her to fuck up. And I was going, mate, you're making this worse, will you fuck up? And then she was shouting at him, and he was going, fuck yeah. And he kept standing up, the police were pulling him down. I was looking down at D going, fuck me, like, this is what life is all about. 1 minute you're a minute, there 1 minute you're fucking winning a fight, and the next minute you're stuck in Wakefield PlayStation. But it was all, it was a load of shit, because they didn't interview. Once they sobered up about 2 hours later, the brother was in. He spoke to the sergeant. Sergeant went, right, okay, I'm happy enough to let him go. No interview on him, just let us go. The cops give the lift back to Leeds. And we just went in, booked the hotel, got up next morning, booked the flight home. So it was all the biggest.
Now, do you think
shit.
you'd be better just taking boats or walking places?
Honest to God, I feel like not even leaving the country again.
Did you, at this point, are you just like, when it started happening, were you just going like, well, what do you know?
Just fucking, I just stopped there, the alarms, when he says you're not flying, I'm at, because I didn't do fuck all wrong. No, all I was doing was carrying out the bottle that I took off D to help Emmons to get him on the flight.
Yeah.
And he was like, and he knew I had it, because it was the fella who stopped us up at the thing who seen me with the empty bottle. And I was like, and when he says you're not flying, I just honestly, I could have just turned around and went bang and just walled him. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
Because and I knew that he was never let me fly. From the second he says that, there's no point in even arguing with him, because he was never let me fly.
Was this an Aer Lingus flight?
Yeah. And I
Same airline?
Same airline, and I just went, the fucking...
There must be a flag next to your name for drunken disorderly from last night.
See, in my head, I just went, and I knew like Daire was going to go nuts here, because it's our anniversary. She didn't even go nuts in fairness to her, so she deserved it. She was sweet about it.
I think when she booked the table, she was saying to the restaurant, this probably won't happen.
She said, once I get home, like, a load of my mates flew home, right? So Daire was all ready, got her hair all done, we're going for, like, James Street South, had it booked, all this carry on. And she was ready to go out for dinner and get, like, have a good night, just me and her, right? And then obviously she found out that I wasn't getting home, but she didn't find out through me. She had to find out through, like, a few of my mates, because I had no phone, because I was in the barracks. So her dad was like, right, that's it. Her ma was like, we're taking you out for something to eat. We'll go to Dadney's. We'll have we drink at Dadney's. Listen, you're not getting sick. No, it's alright, don't worry about it. And she's like, come on, we're going. So she went to Dadney's. All my mates got off a flight and got a taxi to the Dadney's. Not knowing Daire was there. My mate had my bag. And they walked in there, and they were like, fuckers, Daire. And she was sitting here, Daire, Sean's bag. And she was just like, I just expect it by now, like, seriously, it's pathetic. It's just like, it's pathetic. And I'm like, I know it's pathetic, but what the fuck do you want me to do? I'd, like, genuinely come, like, I think from that. And do you know what happened as well? Do you know what's even worse? It wouldn't have happened, because they and all were on a later flight at 8 o'clock. My flight was at 4 o'clock. See, when I got to the airport, they went up to the desk and says, can we fly at 4? Is there any space? And says, yeah.
Right.
So they weren't even going to be with me. I'd have been home and dry, sitting and here, and it just
something would have happened.
Something would have happened.
It was just destined to be like. It's a fucking
have you
shit show.
ever had like flight chaos? Like, 'cause you fly more than anybody I know, probably.
I've missed one flight. That's it, really. I never had problems. I've seen him have a problem, but getting to a flight to Ibiza. Do you remember that?
Hold on. Sorry. You've seen
I've seen him.
Unrelated to what we're talking about. What did you witness? He's checking.
No, he was at the very, very front of the flight, so he was like seat.
Are you like it?
Daire.
As in, you had speedy boarding, or
both.
You queue up first?
No, speedy boarding, but he's on about sitting at the front seats.
Yes.
'Cause I was booking for extra legroom because you're flying so much.
Yep.
It's good to get it.
Yep.
But he walked onto the flight, and your woman just looked at him out of the blue. Not today.
It's just like you're not getting on.
Not getting on this. But by the way, let me put in context.
It's 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning.
It's a stag, and he's dressed up in a full scuba diving suit, flippers on, goggles on, snorkeler.
And the girl was like, you're not flying. I was like, I looked over at him and I was like, what? I had one beer in the airport. I didn't drink the night before. I didn't do nothing. One bottle of beer I had in the airport, one bottle of Corona. And she was like, you're not flying, look at your eyes. I was like, I pulled the goggles off. I was like, are you
it was probably the Botox.
I was like, are you for real?
She's like, you haven't
She's like,
blinked
I'm not fucking putting up this on this straight today. I looked at her and was like, love, it's my stag, and I haven't even I've had one bottle of beer.
Yeah.
It's like, get there and sit down. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to see you rest this flight. I looked over there, man. Fuck me, if I just got one of them faces.
This was only a couple of days after the American thing as well, wasn't it?
I was like, fucking hell, this is just going on. It's just something. It's just haunting me, like. And I went down and sat down. Like the amount of my mates who were like big Victor and I was on the flight. He was sitting. He stood beside him all day. He was going nuts. Now Victor and I was rowdy and going mad. And I was like, why did she say to me? And he's run the boat like a lunatic. He's just up and down the flight, torturing everybody. And I was, and not a word said. I fucking just, honest to God, I just have.
I love the idea of you like a wee told off pupil in school, just sitting with the scuba diving gear on,
like that, roasting hat, just stop. Not allowed to leave my chair, not allowed to ask for a drink. Fuck's sake. But then, in fairness, she came down and apologised to me. She's like, look, I'm really, she did. She came down and was like, look, I'm really sorry. I just wasn't in the mood this morning, and fucking, I just wasn't in the mood to put up any bullshit. And I was like,
what are you doing? What
you respect that?
I know. I was like, fuck's sake. It's exactly it. They're just going to get madness the whole way over. They're going to.
Sippers, this episode of the Tea With Me podcast is sponsored by none other than Manscaped, the number one, the numero uno, the nombre un in men's below the belt grooming. If you have an idea for male grooming, they have thought of a solution to it. If you've got a problem, you know, if you have you want to groom the hair on your face, your chest, your back, bottom,
I can go sack, but sure.
Yes, you can do that with manscaped.com, and I mean they have everything. We're talking about products like the weed whacker for your ear and nose hair. A lot of guys my age coming into that big 4-0, they've got a lot of hair there, and it's 10 out of 10 gross. Mind you, the BFG
started for you?
Not really. But yeah, it's a bit of a BFG vibe, and that's not what you want. They also have packages that you can put together, so you can get like electric razors, shavers, and things like deodorants, aftershave, all that sort of stuff. Ideal for a gift or for yourself. Manscaped.com. Use the code TWITHME for 15% off and free shipping. Back to the episode.
Because that flight was one of the maddest flights out of them all.
So people start their holiday on that flight.
Yeah,
in the airport, not even on the flight, in the airport.
I think that makes me scared to go to Ibiza.
The plate, like, because I had a big massive stag, there was like 30 of us, so the airport, and there was a big massive group of girls from Daire, so half of our mates were over fucking waiting Emmons up and torturing Emmons, and then the other half were just standing about drinking and having a laugh, but the tunes were pumping, the music was just blaring out all over the airport. It was early in the morning. This was like
it's like 6 in the morning, so you're talking earlier.
It's like early in the morning. And I'm like, fuck me, by the time you get the Ibiza, you're proper drunk, like.
Are you just numb to this all now because you've done that flight so many times?
To be fair, this year hasn't been as rowdy as last year. Last year was a lot rowdier, which I kind of miss because it's good atmosphere on the plane. Gets you excited.
Do you just go, are you just in and out for DJ trips?
Yeah. Like, for example, I'm going to Magaluf here tomorrow. I'll fly in tomorrow, land in Maga at 9 and then go home.
AM or PM?
PM.
Right.
And then go home the next morning at 11, I think my flight is. I can stay longer if I want, but I just sometimes if you're not drinking, I just prefer to get in and out. Because if you do stay the whole day and you're sitting in the sun, I end up going on the beer.
What time's your flight the next day?
Like 11 in the morning, maybe 10.
So what time's your set?
Probably about 2, 3, 4.
Till what time?
You'll play for 2 hours. Oh, you don't get much sleep, like, if that's your driving.
Fuck that.
Well,
do you not drink at all then? So obviously, but I mean, do you not drink on then? Like a lot of your sets you go to, you don't drink.
I'm full of shit, like, I do, flat out.
Do you say you're not going to and then you do?
Shit, like, what are you saying?
Do you say you're not going to?
I like to have the mindset of not, and then, because if I go early, I'll be sitting in the sun all day, I'll be sitting around in a hotel.
Oh, sure.
I'm going to go down to the bar and get wired in a load of beer.
See, I love the idea of, like, I'd love to actually, like, see some of my mates have, like, that are friends with DJs have like gone to shows because it's so different, obviously, the kind of shows I do.
Yeah,
I love the idea of like going to watch the show, you know, watch you do a set sort of close up. But I'd have, if you're playing at 2 or 3, I'd literally have to go to bed the night before
and then
wake up and start my day at your show. So I'd be beating the porridge into me, like, at your show, wee cup of tea, jammies on, like. But I like the idea of that, but then I couldn't be going to Magaluf or Ibiza or somewhere without a wee bit of sun time.
Yeah, journal.
I know.
I need to
I
just have a wee bit-
prioritise that. That's why I think it fucks you. Like, if you go to Ibiza, I love being in the sun, and you're going on a summer holiday, but see a lot of my mates, they just sleep all day and get up and just party all night. And I'm like, you just missed the sun all day, lads. But then I have to do a double shift because they're going out.
And you just don't sleep.
Running about like a scarecrow.
Yeah.
That's what's good about Rocks last year, for us, because it was during the day.
Yes.
So I was playing. Yeah, I was playing sometimes 4 or 5, maybe a bit earlier.
Yes.
Whereas this year's fucking 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yes.
So all my family went out last year, but they're not going out this year because of that same reason. They want to stay up late.
I'm gonna go
Ibiza. Let's go.
with you sometime.
Sometime.
Have you ever been to Ibiza?
No.
You'll love it. I'm not saying it like there's so much. I went to Ibiza with Dervla, and it was like, it's probably one of my favourite times going. I've been like 11 times. Probably my best time going was with Dervla. We just ran the quads out, went up to like Fedra, went up to like Old Town, drove everywhere on these quads. I lost a quad in the ring, fuck's sake. I lost a quad.
What do you mean?
What do you mean you lost it? Lose a quad?
I don't know. Right, me and Dervla, we were trying to up, right? Honestly, we fuck. This is the second time this happened. I'll tell you. No, this is mad, right? See, the first time we went to Ibiza, right? Well, not the first time. Me and a load of my mates went to Ibiza a couple of years ago, right? No, Paddy McCrory, the MMA fighter, right? He was with me, right? We were in the, I rented a car out, a wee Vauxhall Corsa, right? And we drove up from where we were staying in San Antonio up to Playa de Bossa, where all the big nightclubs are. We're going to Ushuaia. So I parked the car on a wee side street, like 15-minute walk from Ushuaia. I didn't want to drive too close to Ushuaia because a couple of lads wanted to drink and all the rest of it. So I said, we'll park a car.
How far of a drive up ballpark?
30 minutes, 35-minute drive from San Antonio. Right. So I drove up, parked the car on a wee side street, and then went into a shop. We got a carry out. Then I started drinking because I wasn't drinking the way up, and all the lads were drinking, and we were just walking through the streets. But just never. I wasn't trying to navigate where we were going. I just went. We go to Ushuaia, didn't know what streets to take. We were just walking. Got to Ushuaia, went there all day drinking, all the rest of it, and then we left and got in a taxi. Obviously, wasn't going to drive a car down. Paddy McCrory had the keys. Paddy McCrory got lifted. So he had the keys in the barracks for 4 days. He was in the barracks in Ibiza, right?
But that's not a club.
No. So here, no what? He's still mates with a wee Spanish fella. He was teamed up. He was doubled up with in the barracks. He met up with him. I seen recently for a coffee. So I went, right, lads, I need to find this car. So I says, my mates, lads, where the fuck's Paddy McCrory? It wasn't until later on that day we bumped into a few of his mates, and he says, "Take you lifted." Something happened up in the nightclub, so they had him for like 3 days, I think. And I was up and Playa de Bossa searching everywhere for a car, and I couldn't find it because I couldn't remember what street I parked it in because I can't remember. I just couldn't navigate. But I was like, what? Like, you know what I mean? I was oblivious till what, like.
That's me.
How did I get here?
That's me in Longstay Airport parking all over.
So now you imagine that's only fucking a full, like, big, massive area.
Sean, you should have taken a photo of the street, nearest street sign.
Exactly, I know.
I send locations on WhatsApp. Just ping it to someone.
But when we were parking up, that was the last thing in my mind.
I'll ping mine to you. We should have done.
When I was parking the car originally, that was the last thing I was thinking about. Was like, where did I park this?
That should be the first thing, bro. You're thinking about.
I just thought it was right. See, to be honest, when I first parked, I thought it was right beside Ushuaia, but it turned out that we were like, because you could hear the music and all playing. So I was like, right, so it must be only around ours. We'll just pull in here, get a parking space, and plus it's tight for parking up there anyway, so we just got a parking space. But it ended up being like a 15-minute walk away. Yeah. And I just didn't think, fuck, how are we getting back? So we couldn't find the car nowhere. Turned out Paddy McCrory got out of the barracks, and he says he had the key, and he just run around the streets beating until he seen the car for lights flat opening, and he got it and drove it back down. And I was like, thank fuck. Car was wrecked. It was covered in sand, the ring and the boot, and just covered in sand. The car, I got hubcaps all missing. I still got my €200 deposit back.
So did you lose your quad?
So the quad, me and Dervla so this was a couple of years later, me and Dervla were arguing, we were lost. I couldn't find my way home. My phone was there. We were up in Old Town, we were having a few drinks. Now we were around.
Can you just take quads out in the street?
Yeah,
right. Random.
So we were on the motorway and a ring on it. So I ran the SV side street. I was like, she was going and she was laughing her head. She was laughing at me because I was getting frustrated, and I was dropping down the street about 5 times. Like, what just drove down the street? And she was like,
no sense of direction.
She was laughing, right? And I was cracking up. We had no phone. to find out where the fuck we were going. So I just lost the plot. I went, no dude, fucking you drive it. So I just jumped off a quad and I legged it and I just split. And I just left her to it. And I was like, I'm not driving it. So I was just wandering around these streets in Ibiza trying to find my hotel after about 15 minutes of found it. And got back and she was in the hotel now. I says, how the fuck did you get here? She's like, you went away up or long way, it's down here. I mean, where's your quad? I was like, I wasn't driving it. I left it up on one of them streets. I was like, what street? She was like, I don't know. So I went, fuck's sake, we're drunk, like, we're not ring. So I went to bed. It was like 1:30 in the morning. I fell asleep. Woke up the next morning, like, fuck, what the fuck? She's like, you're a cheeky such and such. You slabbering all last night, me. And you go and get this quad. Could not find it. I couldn't. I was like, what way did I walk last night? What? And I just couldn't remember. I was going, fuck me, how are we going to get this back? We just wandered around. We spent most of our morning, I'd say about 2 hours, just wandering around, looking for a quad. And I went, it just came to me. I was like, I walked past a Spar last night. There has to be a Spar within 10 minutes. I says, Google Spar. Yeah. And it was the second Spar that we came to, that it was it. I was like, it's over there. And I pulled over, it was behind a big bin. I was like, that's it. I found it, thank fuck.
No one's going to find it behind a bin.
Oh, fuck me. It was behind big green bins, one big bins in the streets. I was like, behind that. I was like, thank fuck. Fucking never again. Never again.
That's madness. Have you ever rented a car on holiday?
Yeah.
I think it's tough. I done it for when I was doing my promo video, the first one for Ibiza.
Yeah.
See, driving on the left side of the road.
It's hard to do.
And plus I drive an automatic, so it was manual, this one.
Yep.
My head was away.
I don't mind the driving. It's getting it. When you get to the thing, there's always the queue in the airport.
Yeah.
But I just want to go, charge me whatever you want.
Just let's go.
Give me the keys and let me go.
Let's go.
See all the hidden things you're going to do. Hit me with it.
Yeah.
And just let me go.
I know, it's a pain in the hole.
But it's a stress of like kids, car seats, all that crap.
Shit. I got fully comp whenever I got mine for insurance, you know, because you know how bad Ibiza is. I got a big scratch up beside it, parking ticket, lost the keys. It's the same
That's
thing.
worse than fucking losing a car.
But because it was fully insurance, they covered everything, bar the parking ticket.
Fuck, sweet. Did you ever pay the parking ticket?
I did a what?
Did you ever pay it?
Oh, I do. They paid it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
They paid it and charged me.
Private parking, you don't pay. Don't cover them.
It was on the street. It was just like a normal.
I would like in Dublin though, I don't pay.
Oh, nah. Then private parking company.
No, private one?
Private here in Belfast, yeah, don't pay. In Dublin, any tickets, no.
I got one locally and they're like, it's from 2021 and they go, get ready for the High Court. I don't think they're taking me to the High Court.
I think that.
But I did get the letter, they're like, right, you're going to the High Court.
I've got that. Is that for parking in like just the wee pay-as-you-go parking places? Or even just leaving it in like a Tesco's too long, you get them?
This is a supermarket kind of one.
Yeah, Marks and Spencer's. I have an email on my phone, I'll show you what to do. You email them and to drop the charges.
What do you
drop it. I have it printed out. So I do it every.
Oh, you do a wee copy and paste?
Yeah, just.
What do you say? Like, I've only one leg or something?
Watch this, right? No one see, right?
I lost my car.
This is what I email them, right? This is what I email them. I am the registered keeper of this vehicle, but I cannot confirm who the driver of this vehicle was on the date in question, as under Northern Ireland law, this would be a data protection breach. Please confirm the legal obligation on me to disclose the driver's details in Northern Ireland and the exemption from the data protection legislation, which would protect me from claims against me. In addition, please provide the contract between your company and the landowner of the car park in question. I would ask you to note that if you continue to pursue this matter against me, my solicitors will be instructed to seek cause against you.
That's like William Wallace speech in Braveheart.
And do you say that to every parking?
Every parking.
And does it work?
Works every time.
I'm going to use that.
I went to, I parked at Hot Yoga. I got one. I parked at Marks and Spencer's on Lisburn Road. Got one. And I just keep emailing the exact same email.
When I seen you the other day, I got one, fuck's sake, on the falls.
Well, you know what the sentiment?
But if mine's a proper one.
If it's a proper traffic warden, you're bit. But see, anything like private, you get them in like Boucher Road and shit. You just hit them and just email it. There's a wee email, there's an appeal hang on it, just email them and bang. And then I got an email back from, I'll show you it now.
I could do that there.
I'll show you what email they sent me back. Just for, someone's going to slow us down when they're watching this. word by word, write that down.
Yeah, oh, aye.
No private parking company's going to make money ever again. Get out of the business now. We'll be land going up for sale everywhere.
The parking nuisance.
The parking nuisance, I know. Fuck me. People are just going to say, we lad just doesn't know how to live by the law. Like,
Yeah.
I am the law. I'll get the email up here, but just so you can.
What was wrong with you whenever I seen you in the fall? Because you were shouting and effing and playing across the road.
Because
I seen him and I didn't have a clue what he's saying. There's buses driving past, he's waving some page. He's giving it all this here.
By law, Northern Ireland law.
I was up the high though.
What were you stressed about?
So for my fight, I had to do boxing medicals. You have to do an MRI. You have to do bloods, hepatitis B, all this carry on. I done all the medicals. They left it till the last thing. I just to do a check, make sure you have it. Obviously, it come up not.
Make sure you have it.
Make sure you don't have it. But it comes up like what come up like something along the lines of it comes up not detective, but what they wanted to know was everything was in on time, but they weren't going to let me fight. The British Boxing Board of Control weren't going to let me fight until I had like a level of antibody. So I was like, so I had to drive into my doctors that day. I seen you get them to do my bloods again. Bear in mind, I'm going till
No way.
Hull the next morning, first pop next morning, and they needed them for 5 p.m. that day. They weren't letting me fight, so it was like running around like a blue arse fly. And then I got them, the nurse taking bloods again. I had to drive my own bloods down to the hospital lab, get them to do it.
Look in the bag.
Oh,
so you were waving a bag of blood.
Run about with blood.
Hepatitis B. And then ended up fucking. I had to fly down there, get that done. Still no idea whether I was going to be fit or not. Because see, the British Board of Control are very like strict, very very strict. I don't take no bullshit. But see, before I used to just go to Kingsbridge and they would have done everything for me. See, now I have to go through like Vista Health in the UK. And there's no Vista Health here, but they only work, the British Board of Control only work with Vista Health.
Right.
So I had to go through Vista Health and then do everything. Then they book my MRI through Kingsbridge themselves. Then I have to do all my own bloods myself. It's just a fucking headache. And I thought, I ain't gonna get the fade here, like. And I ended up getting it sorted in time, like. But fucking, that's what I was stressed out about.
Just run the bag of blood.
Bag of blood.
So here we go.
Waving it over the
Here we go.
road.
Back to the appeal, right? Smart parking, right? Dear Mr. McComb, parking charge SP 525-35052. We can confirm that the above parking charge has been cancelled. There is no further action to take. Yours sincerely, Smart Parking. I'm winning. Lock me up.
I will use that.
100%.
Definitely.
Use that everywhere you go.
Yeah.
I use that's me.
You were
I'll
doing.
forward it to you.
I think at the charity football match, were you just about to do your big show in Daire?
Yeah, that was the week after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that great?
Unbelievable. So good.
Is that your biggest solo outdoor one?
Yeah, biggest headline outdoor festival one. It's the same cap as the SSC Arena, but I'm doing the Fela this year.
Yeah.
Headline that. It's 10,000, so it's double there.
Is it Falls Park again?
Falls Park, yeah.
You
It
going?
and emerge.
You going?
I'll go.
That's a during
Friday
day
night.
one.
What?
Oh, it's a Friday night, is it?
Oh,
I'll go until
That's
8:30, so I'll see most of your set.
You'll not see my set at all.
What time are you?
Probably 9 or 10. Aye.
It's
Loads of-
9, like.
10's not too. What
It
time do you
depends if
sleep
they
at?
can get me out quick.
Should you be in the back door? You have a driver.
Give me access
Yeah.
to get out of the park quickly.
You should go on the stage. You should just go on with him
I would bring you up
and just go on the
problem.
stage, just stand like with a wee bucket hat and sunglasses, and parry,
Right, what
a
could
wee
we do?
flowery shirt.
What could we do?
You need to dress up like that, definitely.
If
All I want to do is do it.
I want to go up, right, and then there's a song I pick in particular, and then I just like
Focus.
I don't care what they say anymore. This is
Adele.
mad. Everyone like us.
Peter Andre, Mysterious Girl or something. No, I go up and I do a drop. I go up
You
to
do a
the
drop, a
decks,
slut drop?
and you're like, what's it going to be? And then there's a button I hit, and then when I boom, I hit it. It's maybe like I'm feeling it or something like that.
Yeah.
And when I hit it, it just goes off, and then I just stand like this.
I would do that, no problem.
I stand with this.
That's something like for the bucket list.
Yeah. The bucket hat.
The bucket hat and the bucket list.
But I go up and it's like, maybe it's Maniac 2000 or No Limits or something, an old school dance tune.
Yeah.
And I just go, and then I just stand at the front with the hands up. I would
That's
love to
good.
do that. Or I just introduce you.
There actually does be an MC there
You
every
should
year.
get a microphone and just do MC like
Aye,
like.
there does be one every
Who
year.
does it?
It's one of the Fela guys. You might know them. I don't know. They're all Westies.
I don't know who it is.
Oh,
But he would introduce every act of the night. Obviously doesn't speak during the
Yes.
set, but as you're coming on, he introduces you.
right. I want to introduce you, but
Yeah.
right.
How would you introduce him? Go ahead, give us a wee like. Let's say this is like a fail interview, and you have to introduce.
Right.
Let me know what you've got, Shane.
I go, West Belfast, make some noise. Right. Wow. I go, we're feeling good. Wow. I go, we'll get this wrapped up a wee bit early so we're going to bed. Do we agree this should be over at 10 to 10?
All the locals hanging out the window, yes.
Play all the songs at 1.5 speed. Right?
Speed it up.
1.5 speed, yeah.
So
We'll speed it up. I go, who's getting a bath when they get home? Do we all agree everyone likes a drink but no one likes a drunk?
It's just West Belfast, let's cheer for bringing Go watch your back go, what the fuck was he?
Make some noise for the Lord Jesus. And then I go, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Go nuts. And then they go nuts and I go, no. I want them to hear us in
East Belfast.
East Belfast. I want them to hear us in South Belfast. I want them to hear us in North Belfast. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Daire.
Sold.
And
something
tune
like that.
starts, bum bum bum.
But not too loud. Don't be. Have consideration for the residents.
It's actually get moved. It's usually finishes at 11. I seen it on Belfast Live yesterday. It's
Yeah.
got moved to 1 o'clock this year.
They've got a hanger
PM?
an agreement to put on later.
The only festival in the UK, I think, well, Cream Feastby's on a bit longer, but in Ireland, everything shuts strictly.
Good.
10:45.
Good.
Strictly. but feel like get it to 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're like that, like with like Sunday opening
The
hours.
brown envelope, so it is.
It's in Northern banknotes are still floating
They're
about.
like, we can't get the license extended. Sean just runs up with a bag of blood.
I've got an email that can get it done. I've got an email that actually I was having a house party once and I have this email, it's sweet.
But yeah, it's going to go to 1. Like that sounds more reasonable for something like this.
For an
Yeah.
outdoor fit, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
See, cause usually like them dance nights are like loads of kids go to them, like younger underage kids.
Yeah.
There's no age limit. Like people bring their kids, and there's like 10-year-olds and all that go.
Yep.
And their mas and dads just
I was
go with them,
in
like.
what do you call that place we play football? Colin Valley.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was in the driving range the other day, and some wee fella come up to me. He says, "Can I get a photo of you?" I got a photo. He says, "I've seen you at dance festival or dance night last year." I says, "What age are you?" He goes, 12.
Oh, go ahead.
Stay.
Go ahead, lad. Start them young.
10,000 people.
Aye.
That's insane.
So that'll be the most time, what? And like one outdoor, like outdoor.
I've played in.
Nah,
Nah, I play bigger.
but like a headline is it?
Oh,
No?
my biggest headline one, yeah,
Ah.
definitely.
I think last time you were on pod, you were just about to do the gig with Scooter.
Yeah, I was about to do Telegraph, and I had the Scooter gig. I think it was on before Christmas, so I was just doing my first Telegraph, and then the Scooter one was in June, I want to say.
Did you get to meet the main man?
Nah.
Because he's not even Scooter though, isn't that right? Sorry.
Scooter's the band. It's like
Scooter's
Screaming,
all of
isn't
them.
it?
Ah.
But is he doing the least? He's just on the mic.
He's just on the mic.
What's his name?
I don't know. You know what? But
HB Baxter.
they're a bit.
It is.
Fucking Duke Nukem. That's what it looks like.
See, backstage when you go to these places, you have an artist village, and just everybody can roam around. Everyone, you can speak to all the other artists.
Yes.
For the Scooter show, he had a cage backstage in the artist village for just his cubicles or his mobile huts, where you
Right.
weren't actually allowed into his. So me and Ben Nicky and Hicks could float about each other ones, but no one was allowed Scooter's one.
Fuck me.
I don't like that.
Neither did I. I was like,
No
"That's prick."
interaction.
No.
This cunt is stuck up his own hole.
Yeah.
Scooter boo.
Will you have? Do you get to pick at your night at the field? Do you get to pick the support lineup as well?
No, it's all done already. Yeah.
Who
Right.
is it?
Got
Do you know them? Just local DJs, is it?
Shugs, Matty Ralph, Paul Van Dyke's playing on it.
Fuck, it's a good
Aye.
lineup. Like.
On your show?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
And then
Your undercard?
he's my undercard.
He's on
right?
your undercard?
And then I think just a couple of local people, KAD and another girl, Jodie V.
She's doing well now, and she carry on as well.
Yeah.
Fair play to her, it's class.
Uh, is there like pop concerts on at the Falls Park as well as part of it?
Is it? I
There'll
don't
be
know.
slow. There's bring.
We've
Oh, sorry, is the boxing not? But no boxing this
not
year.
on this year. I think it's the first time, and I don't know why.
Would you love the headline boxing at it?
Love to, aye.
That would be good.
Love to, be class like.
Could
next
you-
year?
Would you be fit to fight in August if you do?
Aye, fuck.
You
I'm ready
fight
to fight
today?
tomorrow, aye. The night. A few goggles.
Here, think here. No,
Airport.
no
Running up a
flights.
motorway with his blood.
No flights. Get away with this one.
Fuck's sake.
When so you hadn't fought in 14 months?
14 months until there, yeah.
Was your last fight Barbosa?
Barbosa, yep.
Yep.
So you're basically, what happens is you're not allowed to fight for a title until you come off a win. You need to come off a win to be eligible to fight for a title.
Unless it's a
So they
rematch.
just got me a 6, unless it's an immediate rematch in a contract, which it was for him, it wasn't for me. So if I had to beat him, he was guaranteed an immediate rematch.
Yeah.
But for me, it wasn't.
See that guaranteed rematch? Does that have to be in the venue he decides, or could you have brought that back home and done that?
They'll have that, no, because they're the promoters, so they put the money up for it.
Yeah.
They put the money up for the show, so it's.
What do you call
their
those promoters again?
Golden Boy.
Golden Boy. That's one of the main ones in America, isn't it?
He would be like.
I like the
man.
people still slobber at Golden Boy and Barbosa on the social media about
Has
your
me
fight
blocked.
14 months
He
later.
I
has you
know.
blocked?
Has me blocked.
He has you blocked
You're in his head.
Come
Because I just
on.
kept torturing him.
in DMs as well.
Everything. I can't even search him.
What was the
Yeah,
last
you never got
message you
his
sent to
number?
him?
Just someone wrote something like saying about give Sean McComb a rematch, and then I like replied to he was in it,
Yes.
and I just said he won't give me it because he's a I don't know, he won't give me it because he's a shit bag and he knows he won that fight or something stupid like that, and he just that was it. That was the last interaction. But I'll never get it. No matter, but actually I don't even care about getting it. It's more the opportunity which would come off the back of it. But I'd love to just progress now and just push on and actually push past him
Yes.
and go on and win a world title.
What
And if it
belt
did,
did
I
he
just
have?
wouldn't even give him. And he asked to fight me for world title. I'd just say no.
Yeah.
He had he was ranked number 1 for ages, but he was like
WBO.
WBO.
That's a green one, isn't
international. Though, that's like the maroon one.
it? Marine one.
And then Teofimo Lopez was always the champion, but Teofimo Lopez was hinting to move up. If he had moved up, he'd have fought Jack Carroll for the world title. But Teofimo Lopez never moved up. He stayed at the weight, so he fought Jack Carroll just for like a world title eliminator. See while all this is going on, he's been mandatory to fight Teofimo Lopez for like 18 months, even before me, and he just keeps getting step aside money. So
Right.
he gets step aside money. If you let Teofimo Lopez fight Dad and Haney, we'll give you 500k.
Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah. I remember,
So what happens, and he just clacked the money and fighting the likes of me.
what was the documentary? It was a big American heavyweight, and he was young, and he was supposed to be unbelievable, and he kept getting step aside money, and
I
he
didn't know that was
never
a thing.
really had a fight, but he was earning millions.
That happens all the time. Like, it happens all the time, and people are
Boxing's so
mandatory.
corrupt, isn't it? Like,
Because
But
what happens is,
you were stepped aside, but not getting the money in that 14 months.
I know that's exactly it. And see, even while they're getting step aside money, they fight someone else.
Yeah.
It's just because they're mandatory. It's a promoter's dream is to make the big fights, the big fights, and it's like, give me 2 big names who can fight each other, even a catchweight. So like Teofimo Lopez can fight fucking, I don't know, even like Ryan Garcia, Dad and Haney. Someone
Eubank
would have been
and
mandatory, or
Ben.
Eubank Ben. Someone's mandatory to fight for a title,
Yeah.
but there's an extra couple of quid to step aside. There's 500 grand. It's big money, like.
Yeah.
And then they go and fight. They make a big super fight. The promoters will make millions of it. And then if Eubank wins, you're still mandatory challenger. You'll fight him 5 months from now, 6 months from now, and then you'll get more money again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just all politics. Boxing's the biggest was shit.
But
so
were you,
corrupt.
were
especially
you
early UFC.
absolutely buzzing when you knew, no matter where it is, because your fight got moved? I thought you were fighting in Galway. I actually watched the
Yeah.
fight at our football do. I got the DAZN app for you and Kakachi, and
True support.
we were sitting watching it. 5 or a month, like. We were sitting watching it, and it was brilliant. But like, you wouldn't have cared where and when it was or who you were fighting,
Didn't care.
just to get in the ring and get fighting again.
when I heard Galway was being cancelled, I was like, "Fuck!" This is just I
Never
just
felt
honestly.
it.
it
But
was
think
just
about
like,
the
this is-
upside of that. You're probably buzzing because you wouldn't needed to fly there. You could have drove.
Oh,
We quad bike down the motorway.
Oh, I fuck's sake, flying down the motorway. But when that happened, I was like, "Fuck, this isn't gonna happen again." And then the promoter phoned me right away in fairness, like, and he was like, "Listen, don't worry about it. That
Is this
show's
a new
cancelled."
promoter you're with?
Aye.
Right.
He was like, "You're definitely fighting. I'm going to Galway." I was like, "But cap a few days." And then, do you know what does my head in the most? Explaining to everyone, keeps texting me and asking me what's happening. Like, you're afraid of, fuck's sake. And I'm like, it's not off, it's in Galway. Or it's not, it's in Hull. They're like, what do you mean? I was like, it's in Hull. And then the same people are asking, when's it getting announced? And they keep, I'm like, I don't know when it's getting, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
And then it got announced, I was like, thank fuck for it.
When was
And
the
then
Galway one supposed to be?
The same date.
Same day.
Exact
He just
same day.
moved the
I
whole
just
show.
moved the whole show. He took
I heard there was something
all
to
the
do
Irish
with
fighters of it.
something to do with the hotel, or someone wasn't paying enough or something like that.
He didn't pay the hotel
one
yet.
of the, was it not one of the fighters was going up anyway?
He apparently what I heard, I don't know the full ins and outs of it, like, but I try and stay away from all that shit because it's none of my business. But apparently the person who was headlining the show was trying to sign with another promoter.
Matchroom,
Behind his
wasn't it?
back,
Oh,
aye,
that's
and he
right, right.
found out, was like, I'm not paying all this money to put this show on for you to leave and go with another promoter.
Yeah.
Aye.
So I think he asked for him to do like a contract extension. He was like, nah, I'm not going to sign it. So he just pulled the plug and was like, I'll just move the show to Galway. And he took all the Irish fighters off it, bar me, like. And it's a shame for all the other Irish fighters being on it because it was a really good card. Like, it was all the best fucking talent in Ireland on it.
Is 14 months, is that the longest you've gone without a
Aye,
fight?
big
And
time.
did you feel, were you more nervous for that reason or anything? Or
I seen an interview, or I heard someone saying, it might have been during the fight, the commentators, they were talking about ring rust. And you were like, you don't believe in
I
ring
don't
rust?
believe in ring rust.
this man wears Ron Seal all year round. Don't think that combats rust, does it? It's more wood. Like treating wood.
I didn't even know what it was.
Like, what do you call the stuff stops things getting... There is a...
WD-40.
That's what I was going to say.
Don't WD-40 stop rust. That's more creep.
Takes away rust.
White spirit.
Yeah, this man wears white spirit all year round. That's what I've always
The
said.
white spirit.
Yes.
The great white spirit. Yeah. But no, they asked me, like, will you ring rust? And people put, like, I'm rusty, get the rust off. I don't believe in that. Don't believe in ring rust because you train all the time. You're sparring harder spars than you are fights. So
Yeah.
if you're like, alright, if you're out of the game completely and then you come back, but I was never out of the game.
Yeah.
I'm still training,
Still
so
training, still
You are the game.
sparring.
You
I
should
am
have said,
the game.
I am the game.
I am the game.
Now, the guy you were fighting,
See how small he was? He was a
3
midget.
foot 7.
He was a midget. I seen the face off. You big drip
Oh,
stuff next to him.
that's how I text him. Says like beating the Jack Russell with a stick. But don't know if I can say this, but it's like beating the Jack Russell with a stick. But he fucking he see fighting people like that smaller. It's harder. It's not harder, but
More awkward.
it's awkward because you're punching down and you're hitting them on top of the head. It's very hard to hit someone clean.
Yeah.
And if you do throw an uppercut, you're wide open for him as a swing same time. So it's dangerous. Like, but that's why, like, part of my tactics were just going and just boxing. Don't even try and knock him out. Don't try and beat him up. Just go in and box and don't get hit back.
Yep.
And that's what I done. So
So you could fight again.
September, they're talking about me fighting in Sheffield in September for a title.
So it's all
That
about momentum now, isn't it?
That fella he loves me now. Like, he's like, we'll go to Belfast.
The promoter.
Yep. So he wants to go to Belfast in December, but now
What
he's
about-
actually talking about going to Belfast in September. He says even if we go to Ulster Hall,
Yeah.
just get you a title fight in Ulster Hall, do 1,200 people in the Ulster Hall, and then just push on from there.
See, because it's Matchroom show this Crocker and Donovan fight, would you still be able to fight on
He
it?
asked me, do I want to go on that? He sounded that way. Like,
Aye.
he's
When
like,
is that?
it's in September, I think.
Apparently, it's,
Windsor.
well, I've seen it's confirmed for Windsor. Like, they just haven't announced it yet.
Be a big one, like.
That'd be
Would you fight
insane.
Neil Curtis?
I could do, if Izzy gave me the option, like, but I just says Izzy, I don't care where I fight, just wherever I can pay the most, and
Yeah.
whatever fight's the biggest,
Yeah.
whatever pays me the most, and whatever fight's the like,
It's going to help you the most
but
push
want
for
to
a
push me
title.
closer to a title, give me
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
on whatever show. I don't care where it is. 'Cause at the end of the day, that's all it is. That's the name of the game. It's pay me and give me the biggest fights. You know what I mean?
Say because like some obviously legendary boxers have fought the Ulster Hall headline shows before you. You know, so I think that would be a good move.
Johnny Bow. Carry the show on his own. Done all the production on his own. Fucking great guy.
I think that'll be. I think a packed out night at the Ulster Hall to properly get you back at it.
It's
would be
been a
brilliant.
long time from the Ulster Halls.
Yep.
But like Lewis Crocker fought there, I think maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yep.
Wasn't
Knocked
overly
someone out,
packed. He knocked out your man Jose Felix, who's from Canopy, but it wasn't overly packed.
Yep.
Like the charity boxing event was more packed, but I don't think that Matchroom overly cared about it. They just wanted to get Lewis out and get him on. They didn't really promote it as much. But if you get a good production company doing like a fucking proper
Yep.
show in the Ulster Hall, it's a hard night to beat.
Yep.
It's class.
I've never been in it, you know.
It's powerful.
Never been in it.
Never been in Ulster Hall now.
See, when it's packed, because it's a very high ceiling, because I think it used to be a church or something. But
Yeah.
if the balcony, like see, if it's not packed, it's hard. The atmosphere is hard.
Yeah.
For stand up,
Yeah.
probably the same for boxing. If you've got the balcony packed too, it's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
Brilliant, it's like a cauldron.
unbelievable.
You done like how many nights in a row did you do it? You done a good few, didn't you?
The most I think I've ever done in there is 2. I think I did
I thought for
my
some reason
first
you'd
big
done
show
11
there.
or something.
That's Opera House. I've done
Opera House?
24
In a row
Way.
over 2 years.
over 2 years.
I'm 2 away. The record is 26 and that's Laurel and Hardy and Morecambe and Wise.
Fuck
They
me.
did 26.
Are they comedians too?
Laurel and Hardy.
Laurel and Hardy.
Laurel and Hardy's like
Laurel
a
and
TV,
Hardy?
like a TV show, like a wee old black and white TV show. It's class, funny. As
Laurel and Hardy.
Black and white TV show.
It's unbelievable. It's
Yeah,
fucking,
they were going in like the 50s. You never
I
seen
was
it?
born
It's
in
like
98.
there's not loads of. Yeah, I was born in 88, but there's not like
it doesn't matter.
there's not loads of talking in it. It's just like black and white. Then they're like fall.
Like skits.
Yeah, they're like fall slipping and
Right.
we're
Slipping
selling
and
it
sliding.
terribly.
Yeah, we're
It's
selling-
black and white, the slip and all.
No, it is. It's brilliant.
But they're
It's
legendary.
funny.
Like they are absolutely legendary.
I'd probably know it if you've seen it, you know. but-
Yes, yes.
There's a big fat one with a moustache and there's a wee skinny one.
Who looks like me? There's another one who looks like me.
Is it a cartoon?
Nope.
Or is
No,
it
it's
really?
like black and white, like TV show. It's like old, but
Yes.
it's funny. Like it's proper comedy.
Yeah.
Like
Them.
proper old school
And
comedy.
they done the Opera House.
They did 26 shows. They would have toured the world. Like
Yeah.
they did 26 shows.
So you're out to get them.
But Ulster Hall is unreal.
What's the capacity difference between the Opera House and Ulster Hall? I thought the Opera House would be
is
much bigger. Aye.
Like Opera House is 950 seated,
Right.
I think. Seated. Ulster Hall is smaller than it used to be. Ulster Hall will be like, I'm guessing about 780 or something seated.
Right.
But I don't know how having the ring changes it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because you use a stage, no one set up there.
Yes.
So they pack it. You can get 1100 in the Ulster Hall on a box night, 1200.
Yeah.
There's 1200. Like,
Yeah. Is there an opponent that fans and stuff, social media would be pushing you towards, like even if it's like an all-Irish opponent or someone in the UK is
Pierce
ready?
O'Leary. People want to see, but that's bigger. That would be an Odyssey fight. Like, it's
Yeah.
an SSE or a 3 arena fight
Yeah.
in Dublin for his homecoming. But
Have you ever sparred with him? Have you ever? No, you don't know.
no, I do know him. He's a good lad.
You call him out?
I have called him out.
It's your
Called him
time.
out, fuck's sake. But no, he's a good lad, good fighter. And he's knockout punch. He's big knockout punch. But I believe I'm better. And
Yep.
I believe I've fought a lot better opponents and I've competed at higher levels.
Could that happen? Is that easy to make, or is there anything in the way in terms of like promoters, or he's tied into something, or?
I don't know. Like as far as I'm aware, he signed a contract to fight me before. We were getting big money for it, like, so there was no reason why I wouldn't have signed it. I've tried to make it again and again and again. It's an easy one on my end. On
Balls in
end.
his court.
Balls in his court.
Does he want to hit it?
I'd say it's something to do with maybe him and his coaching team or his management that don't want it. It's just that banana skin. I'm just a banana skin for people. And it's probably like, oh, we've got this. What's he got to offer? No one else.
Yep.
Probably, they wouldn't probably take it until I get myself into a position where they can gain something if they win. But at the minute,
So if you have
they'll
a
sell
belt,
it. Yeah. But it's a headline fight. It's a
Yep.
proper headline. He
Let's
can
make it.
headline his own show.
Yeah.
That's the benefit of it. So he'll not get the headline against anyone else because it doesn't sell. No one else will sell.
I'll introduce it. He'll DJ it.
100%.
Definitely.
Are you ready for a night of fighting, but no one get really hurt? Like, don't be hurting anybody.
Go easy. Oh, he's ready to see these two fitters. Go easy.
70%.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, let's make it happen.
And yeah, so fingers crossed it does happen. I'm all for it.
Are you the same weight as Crocker and Donovan?
Nah, they're heavier than me.
Much heavier?
Not much heavier, nah, like a weight or two above
Who
me.
else locally is your weight?
Locally? Fuck. Don't really think there's much, like, to be honest. Like, big names. There's a couple coming through, like wee Barry McReynolds and stuff from Holy Trinity. He's a good kid. But at my level, my stage of my career, there's no one, like.
Yeah.
You've Tiernan Bradley from Oma. Again, probably not at my level yet.
What do you call the wee Mexican guy? Farrell?
Farrell, he's foxy. He's about 3 stone soaking wet. He's bantamweight. I think
3
he's like,
stone soaking wet.
I
Rey
think
Mysterio.
he's like
I want
54 kilos, 55
Right,
kilos.
why don't you and Pierce O'Leary fight at the Fela next year, boxing?
I would love that. Headline.
We'll give you 2 or 3 fights in between.
No sweat.
Is that
Just
the
have to
amount you
keep
want?
winning. I want to fight all the time, so
I'd be getting you out in September, December, and March.
that's seeing an ideal
Daire,
world.
what do you think?
That's
Definitely.
You just got a new management, you?
That's it. That's it.
Agency and management.
We're done. That's it. Where's the contract? Well,
We
gentleman's agreement.
gentleman's agreement.
Happy days.
Would you
Spit shake.
3 fights? Well, careful. Yeah, we
Hepatitis
give
B and
3 fights in between and no travel, no
No
planes,
travel. All home fights.
all local,
Happy days.
all local. Yeah, that'd be ideal.
Listen, that's a boxer's dream. No one likes traveling anyway.
No. Is there any tickets left for your show?
Fela? Yes.
Right.
Tickets for Fela. Tickets for
When are
Emerge.
they?
We'll put a link in
that.
that.
Sale, for sale now.
Yeah.
I need to get some.
Yeah.
What date is it?
8th of August.
8th of August. My birthday, 14th.
And
I'm
Emerge.
on holiday.
Emerge as
I'm on
well.
holiday.
You can go to Emerge.
Can you move a
then.
date?
Emerge.
You holiday?
Yeah. Can you move the date?
Tell the missus and the kids, listen, we're not going no more. We're going for a wee quiet night up at the Fela. Dara's playing. Shh.
Yeah, you're doing a merge, but we'll put the link in the description for your Fela show.
Thanks, man.
If you anything you want to plug and promote your podcast.
The Public Nuisance podcast.
Yep.
You remember the very first guest?
Yep.
Has the highest views. Know what I mean?
What do you expect from a pig but a grunt? Stay in the barber shop long enough.
Oh.
What do you get?
Hurry home.
Yeah, we'll link into to your pod as well, boys. Thanks very much for coming on.
Cheers for having us.
Thanks for
I
having us.
appreciate it.
Cheers, boys.